Welcome back to the deep dive. If you've ever, watched the second hand on a clock tick down,
Yeah.
maybe for a launch or a deadline,
Yeah.
you get that pressure of time. But what if one single, totally ordinary minute became the axis your entire fate turned on?
And we're talking about a very specific time, 7:47 a.m. This isn't just a random number. This 1 minute, measured at the same time in two completely different cities, Seoul and Paris, becomes the anchor for a whole romance.
And our source for this is the novel An Hour Borrowed from Heaven. It's a K-romance by Ian Love. Our mission today is a true deep dive into the book's artistic DNA. We're not doing plot points. We want to know how the author built this incredible emotional world using architecture, language, and music.
It's just so fascinating because the story isn't just telling a love story, it's trying to redefine how we even see time itself. The whole thing is really a meditation on how time moves, how it can stop, and how two people, two hearts learn to live inside that silence. The question it's asking is huge. What happens when love itself gets strong enough to literally bend reality, to just borrow a piece of time?
Okay, let's unpack that core idea immediately because it is so specific. The 7.47 phenomena. The novel even dedicates its first chapter to it, calling it the hour between worlds.
Exactly. It suggests this isn't just some random glitch in the space-time continuum. It's a recurring, maybe even deliberate event.
So it's the moment when time kind of stutters, or as the book says, it forgets to move.
Right, and that pause is what connects the two protagonists. You have Noah Ji-hun, an architect in Seoul, and Alara Delis, who is a translator in Paris. They're separated by thousands of miles, but also by 10 years, and really a lifetime of searching for something.
The genre tags on the book, magical realism and time travel, they make sense, but what's so different here is what's driving the time shift. There's no machine, no wormhole. It seems to be powered just by emotion.
And that's where the deeper stuff comes in. The story leans on this fictional academic, Professor Han, who talks about something called temporal resonance. Temporal resonance.
Yeah, the idea is that you aren't physically traveling. It's more that an incredibly strong, unresolved emotion creates an echo, a kind of frequency that can travel through the years, like energy leaving traces.
Wait, so the book is basically saying that raw human emotion is powerful enough to manipulate physics. That's a huge leap for a reader to take.
It is, but it's handled so elegantly. Don't think of it as literal time travel. Think of it more like quantum entanglement, but for the soul.
Okay.
If you drop a pebble in a still pond, the ripple goes everywhere, right? Temporal resonance is that ripple. It's the feeling echoing across their timelines, showing that this connection was already there structurally.
That analogy really helps ground it. And the way this minute feels is so important. It's marked by this absolute stillness. Traffic noise just disappears, lights flicker, and for 60 seconds, time just stops. And they see each other in reflections.
Yes, their figures overlap in glass, and the feeling for them is so disorienting at first, but it's also deeply, deeply familiar. They feel like they know this stillness. And the book gives us that beautiful line to explain it. Not from the professor, but from a barista in Seoul who says, "Déjà vu is the soul remembering something the body forgot."
That changes everything, doesn't it?
It does. It's not about seeing something new. It's about recognizing something ancient. The world has to pause so memory can finally catch up.
And that sets the stage for the rest of the novel, which is all about translating that feeling, that borrowed minute, into something real.
Which brings us to how these artistic disciplines get blended together. This is where it gets really interesting for me. The way the author uses these external things to show us what's happening internally. Let's start with Noah, the architect. He's not just designing buildings. He's described as chasing forgotten blueprints.
His whole purpose is tied to memory. Chapter 7 has this incredible line. Architecture and poetry are basically the same. They are both ways to stop time from disappearing.
So a building is like a container for a memory.
Exactly, like monuments or temples, they're built to outlast the people who made them. Noah isn't just building towers, he's building physical anchors for this resonance he feels.
And we see that perfectly in his main project, the pavilion.
The pavilion is fascinating. It's literally built on the calculated axis of the 7.47 event. Its shape is described as being like folded wings or even a bridge for time.
A bridge for time, wow.
It's a structure designed to defy linear time. It even has a glass clock inside that's permanently frozen at 7.47. That frozen clock is Noah's act of defiance. It's him trying to hold on to that borrowed minute forever.
It's concrete poetry, literally. So if Noah uses steel and glass to anchor memory, then Alara, the translator in Paris, she uses language. the most fluid thing of all.
Perfectly put. She is described as a translator of hearts and languages, someone who lives in borrowed languages. She's always crossing boundaries, trying to make something foreign feel familiar. It's a perfect mirror for her relationship with Noah.
And her professional link to the whole mystery is so direct. She's assigned to translate the lyrics for the song, An Hour Borrowed from Heaven.
Right, and the act of translation itself is her trying to understand fate. She struggles with words she says are too heavy for any language, meaning they're just too full of emotion to capture perfectly.
And through that struggle, she finds the perfect line, the one that basically becomes the blueprint for the whole story. She writes, "When the clock pauses, two hearts keep time."
Such a simple phrase, but so profound. It says that even when the universe stops, their internal connection, their heartbeats, is what keeps the timeline going. Language unlocks the emotional architecture.
Which flows right into the final piece of this puzzle, the music. The song, An Hour Borrowed from Heaven, is the constant thread. It plays at key moments, it's Alara's job, and the melody itself seems to trigger something in both of them.
The music isn't just background noise, it's the frequency. It is the temporal resonance. It's the score that was playing long before they ever met. And the lyrics are full of clues, almost like prophecies. There's one line that keeps coming back. When rain and time meet halfway, the river remembers your name.
That's beautiful. It connects the natural world, rain and rivers, to these big ideas of time and identity. The environment itself becomes part of the plot.
It really does. The music confirms their connection isn't random. It's structured, it's lyrical, it's meant to be. If the pavilion is the monument to the memory, the song is the blueprint they're trying to live up to.
So let's move from the structure to the universal insights here. The book's dedication alone sets this incredibly moving tone. It says, "For the ones who loved in silence, who waited without knowing what they waited for."
And this is where the story becomes so much more than a simple romance. The lesson the characters have to learn isn't how to hijack time, it's the discipline of letting go.
Letting go.
Yes. The seconds they borrow are the ones that change them the most. But then they have to choose. Do they chase that minute forever, or do they learn from it and move on, richer for the experience?
It speaks to the beauty of impermanence, doesn't it? If
Yeah.
they held the hour forever, it would lose its magic.
Precisely. The story is suggesting that the real measure of love isn't how long it lasts in years, but how it persists in your memory, how it transforms you. Even when the hour is gone, the melody is still there inside you. It's done its job.
And the scope of their connection feels so much bigger than just two people. They have these moments where they realize they've done this before. Like, this has happened in every lifetime.
It grounds the idea of fate in repetition, not just a one-time thing. It connects to that other great line, if the world forgets us, maybe heaven remembers. Their story isn't random. It's a narrative the universe keeps trying to retell.
And looking at the characters, you see that transformation. Noah, the architect, he starts with this ache, this obsession with the clock. But by chapter 13, he finds peace.
That's his real journey. He moves from chasing the external thing, the frozen clock, the perfect building, to realizing the lesson of that hour is already a part of him. Forever isn't measured in years together, it's measured in remembering.
And the whole story is framed by this amazing atmosphere. It's called a rain-soaked romance for a reason. Souls, rainy streets, Paris at dawn. It all creates this melancholy but hopeful feeling.
That melancholy is critical. Rain can symbolize memory or cleansing or the meeting of two distant things, the sky and the earth. In the book, it feels like the rain literally helps the connection happen.
So when we put it all together, what does it mean? The book is so cinematic, so emotional, because it uses these external structures, the building, the lyrics, the song, to show us these deeply internal feelings: memory, fate, longing.
I think it succeeds because it takes three universal art forms, architecture, language, and music, and uses them to prove an invisible emotional idea. The solid pavilion, the precise lyric, the repeating melody, they are all telling the exact same story, just in different ways.
And the ultimate mystery the author leaves us with is the hour itself. The fact that it persists, that little hole in the world's timeline.
Exactly, it remains an empty space. The final image is of that hour being folded away for safekeeping, just sitting there, between 7.46 and 7.48. It isn't broken, it's just waiting. That missing minute is the proof that love actually did transcend time, and the universe had to make room for it.
That is a truly beautiful thought to leave you with, and it comes right from the author's note. May you find your own 7.47 the minute where the world slows down enough for love to find you again.
And we really encourage you to think about that. What memory or connection do you have that feels like it exists outside of normal time? What moment borrowed from the rush of life has changed the melody of your life forever?
Until next time, keep digging deep.